And welcome back, y'all, to a new WBPLeague match. We're going to have Parallax Gaming versus Flagship Esports over on Clubhouse. My name's Christian. I'll be casting for y'all today, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Anyways, Parallax Gaming is going to hit us with the first ban on Maverick, and then Flagship coming back with the Jackal ban. And Maverick I honestly see being the most common pick usually for this map, but usually you don't see a Jackal ban, which is very interesting. And Parallax is coming in with the first defensive ban, and it's mostly going to be a Mira or an Echo. There you go. And the next one's either going to be a Mira or my show, but leaning more towards the Mira ban. But yeah, we should have a fairly decent game on our hands, and I'm quite excited. No, but instead we're going to be seeing a Cade ban, so that means that Mira is going to be in play. It's going to be just that much more difficult to push up. Vertical play is going to be very much involved here. We're probably going to be seeing a Buck or an IQ. Instead, we're going to see neither of those. Next, will be going to Zofia, so that's your most vertical you're going to be getting. We could see a possible 6-pick, but anyways, we're going to be seeing Flagship be going with the gym hold for the first round. And I think it's just mainly just to try to throw off the attackers, just try to get the most difficult site to hold out of the question, and then the next 2 rounds should be easy peasy. But we're going to see a 6-pick off of a alibi to the castle, just to help out with holding upstairs in gym. Alrighty, let's get this.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So interesting that we're going to see a smoke start reinforcing garage. You usually don't see that due to the fact that no one is usually playing all the way over there. That's on the other side of the map, basically. Unless you're trying to hold Catwalk, possibly. And if they're going to have Jitters hold Catwalk, that's probably the worst decision they could have.
5 seconds remaining. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb.
What is Jitters looking at? Ooh, I like that. I like that. So right now he is looking into lounge through the doorway. So that's a very useful hole for anyone who is watching right now. Anyways, we're going to see our first Ibana pellets start opening up the top of the non-reinforced side. So somewhat of a waste, but there are 0 breaching charges coming in from the attackers, which is your first mistake. You always want to have at least one person with breaches, or just bring a Buck or a sledge. But that is not the case here. And due to this, we're going to have to see Nyx use one of her Zofia charges on the main wall outside of CC. And Jitters, without a reinforced wall in front of him, it's not looking very good for him at this point, especially with them playing smoke. That's one of your most useful operators and the ones that you need to last as long as possible. The wall is opened up and Jitters is eventually able to rotate out of cache. The attackers are already starting to push up onto construction. As we can see, Matthias tried to take out Violet, but Violet is going to come on top, and your Jaeger is already off the board. Nyx is already starting to push up through cache right now, and the wall inside of office is soft, so he could possibly make it rotate through offices.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Now we're going to see Maestro going for a flank. There is a flank, but Regis does go down from Ibana. Maestro will take out Zofia, but is going to be lit up in the end, as Skills is going to take out Tiger, and Nyx is eventually going to get taken out by the Claymore. Ben is eventually taken out by Ibana, and it is a 2v2 situation. Now, HP is not looking very good for either team. Now, Skills is really pushing his luck right now, going against his Capital, who is on the rappel outside of Jacuzzi. Now, there is the diffuser out there, And we do have 35 seconds left. That's not going to do much, as Violet is just hanging there. 25 seconds left. He needs to start making a push. Okay, it is in the hallway. It is going to get in a little gunfight with Maestro, but is eventually going to back off into 90. Going to start trying to push back onto Maestro. We're going to have Maskills in the middle of the hallway. Is going to be taken out by Capital. It is a 2v1 with 0 seconds left because OK is eventually going to finish off Maestro. So well played by Parallax Gaming, able to pull that back, even though it was looking very grim at the beginning there. So 1-0 in favor of the attackers, even though this is one of the most defender-sided maps in the rotation right now. So very well played by Parallax Gaming. So it looks like Flagship, instead of going to be going back to gym, they're going to be going to CCTV, which is very common. And we're going to be seeing a bandit. We could see a possible mute here, but very unlikely, as we're going to see Mozzie from Rags, hopefully trying to just disturb. We could actually see a possible roam from Rags here, due to him being Mozzie. It's an interesting situation here.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So looking like you're a fairly basic setup. This is pretty much a ranked setup right here. And we do have a shield from Jitter, so this could come in play right here. So can I not? Okay, anyways, let me plug that. So if they're able to open up that wall right here and place a shield right here, it's a solid angle, because you're hiding up here in 90 catwalk and you're able to look outside onto a balcony, and you're also having, with the new shields, you're able just to do a quick peek up with the shield, and you're really untouchable from that angle. I mean, you're possibly able to get taken out from the garage doorway, but if you play it right and your teammate is helping you out, you should be fine. Ibana Pellet's coming out onto the bottom left of main garage. And we could see a possible push coming up from Ibana through garage there. Now, it looks like Maskills already has both of his bandit batteries on the wall, surprisingly. And I don't see why Thatcher isn't just going to throw his EMP right now just to get rid of him, because that's 2 off the board right there. And I think that's exactly what he's going to be doing. 2 minutes here, and not much of a push coming from either team. There is droning going on, of course, and it looks like Nyx is going to be pushing in from strip side. Now OK is still sitting outside of strip right now, just droning ahead of Nyx, and he is seeing nothing. EMP going off. Maskills is not able to get the get the bandit trick due to the Capital firebolts, so CCTV is open right now.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Now, I'm curious what we're going to see from Nyx here. We could see a possible vertical play, but he is going to see that it is completely clear. And actually, he sees the... I think he does see the hole by Jitters, just waiting for someone to push through there. Now, Jitters is just having a waiting game, and it is boring as hell for him right now. And it looks like the attackers are just wide swinging lounge right now, just so that they don't get hit. And Tiger is going to get the first kill of the round onto Benster. Now shots coming back out from Matthias. It is going to down at Capital, as Rex is eventually going to finish off OK, and Maskills is going to take out Nyx. So we're having a 4v2 situation in favor of the defenders right now. Turning this back into a 4v3, but Matthias is going to take out Violet, but at the same time is going to get taken out by the Claymore. So looking at this, the attackers still have a chance. Bandit is on low HP, but it looks like he is playing this very awkwardly, in my opinion. Pre-fire is coming out from Thermite, is going to take out Bandit. Well played by him, but eventually is going to get refragged by Jitters on top of the the desk. Just coming in, wall bangs. It is going to hit Tiger and light him up, but it's not going to finish him off. Tiger is going to get the plant going down, but Rags is eventually going to finish him off. And Flagship is going to take round number 2. 1-1 going into round number 3. So much better play coming in from Flagship as they are able to quickly get some kills there towards the end of the round and really seal the deal for the round. So round number 3, we're going to see Flagship go downstairs to Church Arsenal, which is not uncommon. Honestly, I would have expected a gym hold just to see if they could run it back, give it another try due to them being able to frag out so well the last round. But instead, they're just going to take a slow go to Church Arsenal. And we're not seeing an Ibana coming in from the attackers. Excuse me, there we go. You're going to see Violet 6-pick off the gridlock to the Ibana. And right here is your pretty basic setup right here. Honestly, you could switch out the sledge for a Buck. Personally, Buck is more versatile in my opinion. But you also do lose the frag grenades in this latest patch. So, sad news for Buck.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
But operators-wise, this is looking pretty basic. The only person that is kind of out of the question is Mozzie. You could have brought a Bandit, which I feel like would have been more suitable for the situation. Honestly, you could have brought a Mute, and you actually can place a Mute. Okay, there we go. You can place a Mute right here, and it will disrupt any charges going upstairs onto kitchen.
10 seconds left.
Do we have all the hatches? Yes, we do. Any roamers? No, this looks like... Actually, we're going to see Matthias on the Mozzie going for the roam, and this is what we want to see with Mozzie. He's a solid operator. He has both a shotgun and 2 semi-decent guns. But it looks like we're just going to see him play at the top of red stairs here. So it looks like the attackers are trying to just drone up garage right now, trying to see if there's anyone near them. And it looks like garage is pretty clear. But eventually Matthias is droned out, and we could see a possible gunfight between OK and Matthias. But instead Matthias is going to come on top with a quick headshot onto the sledge. Very well played by Matthias there. Honestly, I don't like this new set. I don't like the new setup on the side. I'm not used to this at all. So we're going to see Matthias rotate into strip, and this is just going to be that much better for the defenders here as they're able to quickly. Matthias is always at the back of the head of the attackers, and you just know that there's going to be a possible flank, and we're just going to see Violet just wasting her. Never mind, Matthias is out of here. Anyways, you're going to see Violet just wasting her X-Kairos is here. And Maskills is going to eventually take it out. So very poorly played by Ibana there. Violet could have done so much more. You could have just put someone inside of kitchen and just to shoot down, but nope. So now we're going to see Thermite giving his look at it. And that is not what you want to see. So that's the thermite charge on the hatch when you could have been using this on the wall, and they don't even have a breach denial. So very poorly played by Parallax Gaming there. Oh, that hurts. That hurts to watch. Anyways, it just looks like we're going to see a bum rush coming in from Parallax Gaming here. Jay just going to start throwing out his smoke canisters, and this is the perfect time to do so. He sells 2 more. Just start throwing those up there. Each one lasts, I think, 15 seconds. So you are bulling with time right now. And it looks like we're going to see an attack rotate as they're just going to be chilling in the hallway here. All they have to do is get a defender just to peek, and Rags is going to take out the head of Violet. Shots coming onto Zofia. He's eventually going to find the head on Nyx as well. It's all going to come down to a 2v4 in favor of the defenders, as Spencer is going to eventually finish it off on Tiger. So very poorly played by Parallax Gaming there, and you can tell from the lack of comp experience in that situation right there. That was a very ranked mindset. coming in there. And we're going to hit a rehost. Okay. So we'll be right back with round number 4. And we are back. Sorry about that, y'all. Never mind. Alrighty. So we're gonna see a Flagship Gaming with, Flagship Esports. Going Jim Bedroom again, trying to pull this off. Anyways, that was weird. Now we're just waiting on Violet to come in. And we're back.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
So we're going to try Gym Bedroom once more. Hopefully this will work out in favor for Flagship this time. And someone calling me out for Bad casting, but whatever. So here, look, you're going to be seeing more of a basic hold coming in from Flagship, as that reinforcement in garage was...
10 seconds remaining.
It was just, it wasn't important in the slightest.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Alright. I don't know why this stream has slow mode on. Anyways, we're gonna start seeing Violet start opening up those the castle barricades open, and this is the big thing that is going to be helping them out, due to them not having to use Ibana pellets on random soft walls. Jitters is hanging tight instead of cash, and it is not looking good for him running around trying to chase a drone. It is not going to work out for him. Matthias is going to start peeking OK, and OK is going to come out on top in that gunfight there. So you already have Jaeger off the board.
A bomb has been
So
located.
Violet is going to start throwing nades down the hallway, but it is going to be taken out by a Jaeger ADS. And Rags is going to start hitting it up with the bandit trick, and he is not going to make it in time, unfortunately. And Jacuzzi wall is open. So a minute 15, there's a lot for the attackers to do now. Nyx is crawling around inside of construction right now, trying to get an angle onto Benster, but that is not going to be working out for him. Okay, is down to around 25 HP right now, so he's going to have to be very cautious at this point. And Violet is just going to be holding it in the back, trying to catch anybody out of position. Now Mar is going to get his kill onto Maskills and start pushing it up through bathroom. As Rags is going to find the head of Tiger and Benster onto it, okay, but Mar is going to pick up his second kill onto Rags, which is eventually going to finish him off, turning this into a 2v2 situation. Now the attackers are in sight, but without the diffuser. And Evil Eye going off onto Violet is just going to do a little bit more damage, as Jitters is going to get a possible peek onto Violet if he catches him off guard. And that's exactly what he's going to do. And a possible pickup, but instead Nyx is going to finish off Jitters. 15 seconds, and Nyx does secure the diffuser. And at this point, he just needs to plant somewhere. It is not looking very good for him. Plant is going to go down, and Benster is going to start rotating. 3, 2, 1, and instead he just hops off because he is scared. Okay. Yeah, so talking to this guy about how a certain hold on Clubhouse where you have usually 2 to 3 roamers, usually just do roaming upstairs, trying to just work off each other, trying to stall time. It usually does not work in the end due to the attackers. If you're a good team and you know how to attack, well, it's such an easy attack, because all you have to do is take out 2 operators. That usually takes around a minute and a half, and then you have a minute and a half to, in a 5v3 situation, usually you might have a little bit of damage taken off on your team, But in a 5v3 situation with a minute and a half left, all you have to do is open up hatches and get an easy push downstairs. So honestly, people who use that strat, it usually does not work out in their favor if they're going against a good team. That's all I'm saying right now. Anyways, we're going to be seeing Flagship going upstairs into CCTV once again, and it did work out last time in their favor, but that was solely off of frags. Hopefully they are able to pull this off once again. Now we are seeing no breach now, surprisingly coming in from the attackers, excuse me, from the defenders. Alright, there we go, let's think. And already with 30 seconds off the board, you have the wall open. And unnecessary firebolt coming in from Violet there. Not sure why he did it so late. Anyways, we do have Matthias just chilling inside of Catwalk. Hopefully he's able to find a head of one of the attackers outside on balcony. But usually you want to put someone with an ACOG here. It just makes it a little bit easier, but we'll see how it turns out for him. Now we do have Rags with the roaming Mozzie right now downstairs inside of Arsenal. Getting a possible flank. And there was a drone that went down, but I don't think it saw him. So, not sure why Rags is aiming at the garage like it's someone's there, due to Matthias already being inside of Catwalk. And smoke canisters coming out is going to push Jaeger off of it. Plant is going to be going down, and Jaeger is going to pre-fire in the wrong spot. He eventually does see Thermite, and he will get him down, but the plant has already gone down in this 4v4 situation. And Tiger is going to find the head of Banster, but Jitters is going to get the refrag onto Tiger. Well, what a shot. As Skills is eventually going to get the kill into Violet, and OK will take out Skills. 2v2 situation as OK is going to repel up and eventually take out Smoke. 1v1 situation with Matthias and Nyx, and Nyx is honestly ahead in this situation as he is downstairs. He's going to go for the vertical play. And he actually does step on a Legion Mine, but there's no more time for Matthias. It is already too late. He goes to peek for red stairs, goes back to it, and eventually gets taken out by Nyx. So very well played from Parallax Gaming. It was, I don't know. There was miscommunication there, in my opinion. They should have brought a breach denier. But it's just another round off the board, so not that big of a deal for them. Anyways, 2-3 in favor of the defenders here, as we're going to be going downstairs to Church Arsenal.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And again, no breach now. This is odd. Honestly, I don't think these are the best teams. But it's something.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, so
Left before insertion.
it's alright. So if a team is coming in contact, or if a team is going against another team like this, if I were leading them, what I would do is I would just hit them with a quick upstairs drone. You actually just keep your drones upstairs, just make it a lot easier for your team. Just quickly drone out upstairs. Usually there's going to be at least one person roaming 50% of the time, because this is usually a turtle site. But yeah, all you have to do is quickly roam clear and get the hatches open due to the Cade not being on board. Get the important hatches, get bar, and then if they're impact tricking kitchen, just forget it. You don't have to put pressure on it. as Matthias is going to get the first kill of the round onto Mar, and that's huge for Flagship due to Parallax Gaming no longer having a thermite. So, illegitimized play coming in from Mar right there, and this honestly could have costed his team if his team is not able to get a possible. If they're not able to open up these kitchen hatches, all the hatches. Honestly, you don't even need to open up all the hatches. All you need is just use one hatch. And then there we go, the other two on church. Well played from OK. Impact is going to come out from Maestro, just going to open up a big hole for him to peek through. You do you, my dude. Actually, I don't think that... Nope, it didn't go through. Pre-fire is coming from Banster is actually going to hit no one, but Rags is going to find the head of OK, and Violet is going to get the refrag onto Jitters. So your smoke is off the board, but you also have your Ibana and your Thermite off the board at the same time. So 3v4 situation as Rex is going to wide swing and find his second kill onto Violet. And Rax is going to get an accidental fourth kill onto Matthias as he drops a hatch, turning this into a 2v3 situation. This is going to start pushing up the hallway and is possibly going to get a quick pre-fire here onto Rags that well played, but instead my skills is going to find the head of Nyx, giving Flagship the round win. Solid pre-fire coming in from skills there. And that was round number 6, so we are going to see halftime switch and 2-4 in favor of Flagship. This is honestly a very common score right here, due to this being the most defender-sided map in the rotation. So, we're going to be seeing Church Arsenal coming in from Parallax Gaming, and we're going to be seeing Valkyrie for the first time. So if y'all don't know, I love to watch Valkyrie. I feel like her cameras are very useful, so I'm going to quickly just see where she's going to be throwing her cameras this time. And we're going to be seeing a 6-pick off of the Zofia to the Ibana, and that's honestly not bad. But we are going to see Matthias on Ash, so that's quite interesting.
Activating camera.
So they're going to be seeing one cam inside of blue, behind the generator. Second one inside of lounge underneath the table, and the third one could be bar.
Seconds to go.
Where is Val cam number 3 going to be thrown? Nyx, where is it going to be thrown?
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
The top of main stairs. Interesting cams. Let's see how well they work out for him. We're already seeing Matthias pushing up into garage, and it looks like we're going to be seeing a hard, fast push coming in from Parallax. Excuse me, Flagship Gaming here. Flagship Esports. Excuse me. And Valkyrie is just chilling downstairs over by Strip right now. Underneath the hatch inside a pool, he is possibly going to get pushed right here by Ash. Shots coming out is going to land at least 50 HP onto Ibana, but Ash is eventually going to come around from the flank and finish him off. So 4v5 already in favor of Flagship, and it looks like they're just coming in here just trying to quickly get rid of these attackers, just really throw them off guard. Ibana Pellets coming out from Jitters here is going to open up. Did he get it? It's going to open up kitchen. So shots coming up from Maestro over onto Billiards, but no shots landed as Tiger is in a little gunfight here against, it looks like Thatcher inside of kitchen, but Thatcher is going to rotate. A minute and a half left, and we're starting to see a solid push coming from the attackers here. This is how you're supposed to attack. Just you're putting the defenders in a situation that they're not comfortable with. That's the main name of the game. Flash is coming out through the hatch onto blue, and it is going to flash out okay. But it is not going to do much to him. Smoke cancer is coming out. And breaching round, that really doesn't do much. And we're going to start seeing OK starting to rotate towards oil pit, but eventually we are going to see Ash drop down and take him out. So that's the second kill for Matthias, and make that number 3 as he's going to take out Mar in a 1v5 situation, and it's not looking good. And not being able to pull off kill number 4 as Violet is able to finish off both Matthias and Maskill's plan does go down. It is not looking very good for Violet. 60 HP. Not seeing anything at the point. Now we do have Benster above with Thermite, but he needs to start making a push now. Pushes in. He does see the gun of the Ibana, but is shooting high. And goes to switch to the shotgun, but it is not in time, as Jaders is eventually going to finish off the round. So very well played from Flagship Esports there, as they're going to be up 2-5. Going to round number 8. Looking at chat, looks like we're seeing a lot of Flagship fans out here. Love to see it. And we're going to be seeing a CCTV hold coming in from Parallax. So their first defensive hold, not too hot. Not too hot in the slightest. Oh, excuse me. Will they be able to change things up here? We'll find out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So at least we're seeing Parallax bring a breach denial on like Flagship, which is kind of odd. Which was odd for Flagship not to bring a breach denial. But anyways,
10 seconds to go.
interesting setup from Parallax here, as we're gonna see reinforcements downstairs inside of stock.
Must locate and defuse a bomb.
Curious how Nyx is going to pull this off. Quickly want to look at the scoreboard here. We are seeing there was a rehost at 2-1, but Matthias is really taking control of this game, and Parallax Gaming is not really able to get that much on the board. So Benster is trying to trick out Tiger, and Matthias is again going to get the first kill of the round, and Benster is possibly tricking himself out, and he eventually does get it. Tiger, I think, had the time to actually get that, but Nyx here, I want to see this angle. I love this angle here from Nyx. That's a solid angle. Use that, y'all. Use the angle. So we are seeing Rags inside of Gym here, so we're going to see a possible flank coming in from Rags. Pushing it from two directions here, as Matthias is downstairs, almost seeing the head of the smoke inside of construction. Eventually is going to back out and go outside. So garage is opened up, and there is more playing at the top of Catwalk right now, over at 2. Flashes coming out is not really going to affect him, as Rags is going to eventually take out the smoke. So huge kill coming in from Rags right there, and Maskills is going to find the head of Mar. So a 2v5 situation, as Spencer is eventually going to finish off Nyx. Tiger is going to start shooting onto the Thatcher, but eventually is going to lose that gunfight. And the Flagship with the flawless round. So, match point in favor of Flagship. They're playing honestly just solid. Well, their attacks are solid. I would say, yeah, their attacks are super solid. They have better gun skill than Parallax. They're, I would say Parallax is more traditional. I don't know. Parallax is more traditional in the sense of their operator choice. But Flagship is honestly doing really solid with their operators and just their gun skill in general.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So once again, we're going to be seeing CCTV. It was an absolute nightmare last round due to them getting flawless. Hopefully they're able to turn something. Excuse me. And hopefully they will be able to pull something off. And just a quick tip, y'all. In this situation, if you are planning on bandit tricking, just leave one bandit battery on the wall. The main point of that is
5 seconds to go.
you're going to be, when a Thatcher EMP is going to be going off, you'll be only losing one
Attackers
instead
are
of
moving out
two.
to locate a bomb and defuse it.
So, Tiger is playing this quite dangerously. EMP coming out. It is not going to be able to make it to the wall, unfortunately for him. And that's the waste of an EMP right there. Round number 2 coming out. It is actually only going to take out one battery there. So due to Tiger being able to take it off, Benster again going back and forth as okay, it is going to take up Matthias. So the entry fragger for Flagship has been taken out. Well played by OK. And where was that? Was that front door? The world may never know. And Benster is not able to get it. Tiger is playing this wall very well. Now there is no more EMPs out. If Tiger does not already know that, he can place both of his batteries on the wall if he wants. The opponent bell is coming out as Benster is going to get the refrag onto OK. Turn this into a 4v4. As Nyx is going to start pushing up blue stairs, he will find the head of Muskills. And the Thatcher is off the board. Not the biggest kill, but it is a kill nonetheless. All that Nyx has to do is just play this slowly. He does make a noise by shooting that drone. And I think that will actually cause the attention of Rags just to stay there towards the main stairs. And that's exactly what Nyx has to do to stall time at this point. And Rags is leaning into that.
A bomb has been located.
So we're going to start seeing Nyx play top of blue stairs here. Getting a possible kill on a Rags. But there is a drone there. And it does not, I don't think it spots the Valkyrie. But just out of the sight of the Buck. Buck is just going to start pushing up red stairs, and he will find the head of Tiger. So the bandit is off the board at the top of red stairs, and Rags is already pushing up through CCTV.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
As Thermite goes down, Rags is going to find his second kill onto Violet, and it's all going to come down to Nyx in this 1v3 situation. So Parallax Gaming was able to, Flagship Esports was able to pull this out of nowhere and get the win. So it was not looking good at them in this slightest at the beginning there, but they were able to pull it back, and Flagship Esports is able to pull off the 7-2 win. So GG, well played from both teams there. And that's going to do it for me. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will